Good afternoon, it's Pamela from Yorkshire in the north of England. I'm here to do my introductory video for a crochet along that has been suggested by Lee from at Lee Mac and Cassandra at Craftably Ever After came up with. It's a nautical themed crochet along, so basically anything seaside, coastal, you know, holidays, anything like that, you know, that you would do at the seaside, at the beach, you know, all these things. So it's nice to do something different, which I think it is something different, is this. Lee said there was a poem that had inspired her, which is for children, Pirate Pete, and it's by James Carter. I think she's already read this out, but I'll do that as well. So, Pirate Pete had a ship on the sea, had a fish for his tea, had a peg for a knee, and a tiny little parrot called Polly. Pirate Pete had a book with a map, had a skull on his cap, had a cat on his lap, and another little parrot called Dolly. Pirate Pete had a trunk full of treasure, had a belt made of leather, had a cap with a feather, and another little parrot called Jolly. Pirate Pete had a patch on his eye, had a flag he would fly, had a plank way up high, and another little parrot called Molly. So Pirate Pete and the parrots four, they sailed the world from shore to shore, collecting golds and gifts galore, and that's their tale, and there is no more. So there's lots in there that would inspire you to make something amigurumi for a crochet along. So yeah, very exciting to be involved in this. Now, I was thinking when I was thinking about what would inspire me to make something, and I've not stopped singing to myself since it was suggested to me. One of my favourite songs, which is Sitting on the Dock of the Bay by Otis Redding. I love that song. So every time I think about this cow, that's going through my head. And also one of my other favourite songs is Sailing on the Seven Seas, which by OMD. Now, the one thing about that is, though, apart from the title, there's very little in it about the seas, but you know, it's still got the title there, and I do love to sing that one too. But yeah, the Sitting on the Dock of the Bay has kept going round my head since this was suggested. As many of you'll know, Britain, where I live, it is a seafaring nation. Being an island, if we're historically, before aeroplanes and the rest of it, if we wanted to go anywhere, we had to go by ship. So we became a nation of seafarers. So as Lee has already said, there's lots of inspiration around a nautical crochet along. We're doing it for the month of November, so from the 1st to the 30th. We're going to put out a video every Friday, I believe, if it fits in with their schedules. So the first one will be on the 1st of November, this coming Friday. I've already got one make done, ready to show you. I'm not going to show it today because I'll leave that for the 1st of November. Yeah, really looking forward to it. I am going to show you one thing though. I've made myself a little background to photograph my Amazon if I choose to do so. So I've just popped this one out. It's actually supposed to be a dishcloth, but I changed it. It's a Yarnspirations pattern, but I chose it because of the waviness. Now the bottom of it does actually is actually as the pattern goes, which is doing 4, this is in American terms, it's what's on the pattern, 4 double crochets and 4 slip stitches. Now I found it very hard to go into the front loops of this, the back loops of the slip stitches. So come the second or it might be the third round, I decided to just do the single crochets and the double crochets. So my waves aren't quite as deep as they are on the inspiration pattern, but they are good enough. Obviously when I've got up to the sky part, I've just gone to normal double crochets. Again, like I say, that's the American terms, it is what the pattern's in. Once this cowl is over, I will just put a border on it and use it up as a washcloth. But yeah, it just really gives you the texture of the sea and the beach. The sea is one of my happy places. If I'm ever down or have a lot to think about, got to get things straight in my head, if I go sit and look at the sea, it's a little bit difficult when you're positioned dead centre in the country really, between the seas, because where we are up here, we're between the North Sea and the Irish Sea. But it is one of my things, is to go and look at the sea, and everything seems to be a whole lot better. Obviously sometimes I just have to make do with any waterway, so like that's why if you ever see me on a walk or whatever, it's usually around a reservoir or a lake or something like that. I love to look at water. I always think, being a fire sign, water sort of calms me down, puts water on my fire, as it were. So yeah, that I love water. I love the seaside, and like I say, it is my happy place. It's my calming place. So yeah, it's a cowl that will suit me, I think. So that's really that. Just on a side note, thank you all for your comments about me not feeling well. There's a lot of people suggested that I have a certain condition, opticians, dentists, such like. So that's why I need to see a doctor. I have actually got an appointment. It's about 2 weeks off, but that doesn't matter because it's not an urgent appointment, because it's something I've been living with. But I'm really glad that I've got the appointment and we're finally going to talk about it. So yeah, thank you all for your concern. Hopefully, if it is the condition that's been suggested, it'll be able to help me live with it better. You will have noticed maybe on my videos that I scratch a lot. It is about that as well. I've got very dry skin, everything's itchy. So if you've ever noticed me, rubbing my eyes or rubbing my nose or round my ears, it's because everything itches nearly all the time. So yeah, it's to do with that really. But hopefully we will get it sorted, fingers crossed. So yes, please feel free to join in with us. Use the hashtag Nautical November cowl. We are sticking cowl on the end because there have been other hashtags with Nautical November, so ours must have the words Nautical November and CAL after it, for it to link with ours. Obviously, any YouTubers who want to join in and make something for this challenge, that would be great. Any of our viewers, again, please do, join in. We'd love to see your makes. So I think that's it from me for now. I've gone on long enough. I'll link the poem that my good friend Lee Mack found about Pirate Pete, and that's about it really. But anyway, take care of yourselves. I shall see you, if not before, on Friday. Take care.